EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air. It's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 2nd down, Baker. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. He'll take off again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Now Mayfield. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Darnay Holmes. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 15-yard line. Nike Texas.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Schultz is the motion man. Go. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. To throw is Mayfield. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The run here with Devin Singletary. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Second down throw for Mayfield. Finding space at the 40. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing is Baker. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to be fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now a handoff running right. He'll bring this up to the 22. Deonte Banks comes up to make the play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
Look the hot.
They'll stick with him again.
The running back again, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans set to punt this one away.
Fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Motion man sent right. On play action, Mayfield. He'll go right. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Texans have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Dell motioning over. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Hey, south.
Here's a toss, right side. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Up the middle they go.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up fourth down and 1.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Mayfield to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On second and 10, Mayfield. That one incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 33-yard line.
Oh, ready?
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a second and 9.
Look the hot. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And this will be a Texans first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a second and 6.
Second and 6.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a game that is all but over here at the break. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Robin. Here we go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play.
South. Ow, for tonight.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Whoa. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, they run the counter. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Third and 6.
Here we go. Look to high, look to high. Hey, uno. Oh, bro.
Schultz is the motion man. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is third and 10.
On the quick, right?
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's a toss as they look to run. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
Now a run on first down. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Tyler Nubin is there for the stop.
Robin.
Dell motioning over. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Hey, south. Out,
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal, as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, ready.
They bring their tight end right. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Now, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll run. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, it's going to set up 4th down.
4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Texans will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll throw it left and has his running back. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down. Throwing is Mayfield. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and Yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Here's Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an...
That one taken in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Giants. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, uno.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so. Wind up getting 7, facing 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Hey, uno.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
On the quick, right?
Here's a give running left with Mixon. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Texans. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say, so long from Houston.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look for the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became as a way of coping, take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in.